They could have ran articles in magazines about this coat talking about its value. They could have put my coat on television and ran a special on the value of this coat. None of that would have mattered. The person that established the value of this coat is the person that raised their hand and said, I'll give 30. That person now walks up, goes over and lays their $30 down here to buy the coat. So they've actually paid the coat belongs. I'm talking to you from a Christian perspective, but if you're not a Christian, that's okay. Because this applies to everybody everywhere. You see, all of us, think about this. This guy Chronicles of Narnia, famous book. Lion that Went to the World. He wrote the Chronicles. He also wrote a book called Mere Christianity. It just talks about the basics of what Christianity is supernatural. In it, C.S. Lewis talks about the fact that he used to do it. He was a professor at Cambridge University in England. And he logicked his way to become a Christian. And the way he did it, and I don't have time to go into all of it, I'll tell you part of it. He found out that inside of every single human being, as you and I, we have a moral law. We all know right from wrong. We all know right from wrong. It's so deep in our hearts. And the amazing thing is, not only do we know right from wrong, but we all do wrong. Now think about it. I've done it, you've done it. We all know right from wrong, but we all go do whatever we want. We do wrong. We know it's wrong while we do it, and we still do it anyway. That's all of us. We've all done that. I mean, you can go to a convent. You can go beat your back with a whip and try to, get that out of your life. And say, I'm going to live a perfect life. And you know what? You'll get up after you beat yourself with a whip. And that day, someday, you're going to do something. You know it's wrong while you're doing it. You're doing it anyway, and that's what we call that a bent in our nature. We have a bent in our nature. The reason we know right from wrong is because we were created in the image of God. God created us, all of us. And so in our hearts, He put us moral law. In our hearts, He put inside of us knowledge of right and wrong. That's why we all know. But we also have this bent. That's what C.S. Lewis called it, a bent in our nature, where we still do wrong even though we know we're doing it. Now that's what the Bible calls sin. Don't freak out by that word sin. It's just wrong. No one's wrong like this. Probably. Now, a lot of people well, he's good and horrible at the same time. He's good and loving and kind. He's got this great big back. If you're doing anything wrong, he's going to beat you over the head, and that's not God at all. But I will tell you what God's like. Absolutely not. It's just because if it's not good, it would just get obliterated. You can't be around him, be with him all the time unless you're like him good. The problem is none of us are like him. In that we all mess up. We have his moral laws. We have his nature in us, and that he made us because he has his name. And the whole human race was fallen. God didn't want to leave us He didn't want to punish us for what we did wrong. He has the justice part of him, though, that says justice must be paid. We've all messed up, and somebody's got to pay for that. But he didn't want us to have to pay for it because we loved him. So he came up with a plan that only he could have come up with. He did something so amazing, only he could have thought of it. He said, look, I love you. You are so valuable. You mean so much. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all of the wrongs you've done in your life. Every human being that has ever lived or ever will live on this planet, I'm going to take all that wrong. And I'm going to pay for it myself. So, son, that's why Jesus did all heard of Jesus. Why did he came to show us what God was like? God was like him who went to a cross. We all know that he went to a cross. We've heard that, but you know what? So when he went to the cross, all the bad that I ever did, all the bad that you ever did, all the breaking of that moral law, doing wrong, knowing it's wrong while you did it, and did it anyway, he took it and he bore that on himself and paid the price and found the place. And on that cross, they stabbed him with a spear. His blood poured out, the precious blood of God's only Son. What we did wrong. God gave the most precious and valuable thing he had to give, his son, to buy us back from all the wrong that we had done, to buy us back out of the slavery that had put us in, to buy us back into freedom, to wipe the slate clean. And so right now, as you're sitting where you are, or wherever you're watching, God's not holding anything against you. He's not mad at you. He is paid by the blood of his son for your sin. The greatest price ever paid in the universe to buy anything was paid by you and me. God gave his son to buy us from slavery to freedom. And now for the first time, think about it like this. You're free. You are valuable. If the person you always wanted to love you could come up, if your mom and dad you've been waiting for forever came up and said, oh, you're so wonderful, you're great, and they finally said things that could not increase your value. But if someone came up and just spit on you, it couldn't decrease your value because that has nothing to do with your value. Your value is established in God. He gave you your value and my value because he had the price to pay. He was willing to pay. So God's not mad at you. We are so valuable. In fact, for the first time, he actually set us free so we could love, truly love him. What do you mean by love? You know what? We can meet a president. If I go meet a president of the United States, or you could get nervous and go, oh, it's something very important. I'm the president. You know what? Meeting the president, I would be an honor. But I can also reach down and talk to a beggar, or be seen with somebody that society considers not somebody you want to be seen with, and it wouldn't change my value either in either direction because that's not what it is. Your value is now, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to give you an opportunity because I'm just about out of time. God that did that for you is all done. He's not going to love you. Before I put the program in again, I want to give you an opportunity. He set us free forever from our sin. He sees us clean, but he's offering to have a relationship. And you don't have to. He gave us a free will. You can say yes or no. But why would you want to say no to having a relationship with someone? To have that relationship, all you have to do is a very simple prayer. It's just saying yes to God. Just like when you get married, you're not married until you speak a vow and say, I take this my husband, take you my wife, and then you're married. It's just like that with God. He's waiting to have a relationship. He's just asking you to say yes to it. So I'm going to ask you to pray that right now. You've never done it before. Just say yes yes to God. Just follow that rule. It just takes a moment. If you've never done it, just say yes. I want to have a relationship to get in my life. So just say, God, in the name of Jesus Christ, I pray. Jesus Christ, come into my life. I want to have a relationship with you, the one that gave me this value. I want to have my life with you and be your friend. Jesus, you are my Lord. Right now, He's with you for all eternity. He already loved you. He already was attached. Now that you're very that person, you're saying, yes, I want to have a relationship with you. Now you have it. Just take a few minutes. Don't you miss it. Come up with our website, michaeldalton.com. Email at michael@michaeldalton.com. That's michael@michaeldalton.com. And let me know that you prayed that prayer. We're not going to bombard you with email. In fact, if you tell us not to send you that email, we won't send you to God. Just like when you get married, you're not married until you speak about and say, I take this as my husband, take it as my wife, and then you're married. It's just like that with life. When you have a relationship, you just ask me to say yes to you. Just say yes to God. Just follow that rule. Just take a moment. If you never done it, just say yes. I want to have a relationship with God. Get in my life. He's in you right now. He's with you for all eternity.